My queens and my kings, it's your girl Ching, and I'm back again with another video for y'all. Today this video is nothing fantastic, nothing, I wouldn't say nothing special. It's not nothing good. It's really just, I'm trying to open up to you guys. I see like my channel is kind of like strictly a hair thing. Like I get a lot of attention whenever I post things about hair or tutorials, but I really want you guys to know me, and many of you guys have been asking more about me. So there's a topic that's been coming up recently over and over and over again, and now I'm seeing that it is very, sad to say, popular amongst a lot of young women, and now it's starting to be popular amongst a lot of young men. Yes, I was a victim of sexual abuse. I was molested when I was younger. Now I'm age 22. I'll be 23 this year, y'all. And I'm just here. I want to, talk to you guys briefly about it. I know it's plenty of young women out there who's dealing with this. It's plenty of young guys out there who's dealing with this. And I just want you guys to know that you aren't alone. You aren't the only one who this is happening to. Statistic wise, I think they say it's like 1 out of every 5 girls have been molested or sexually abused, and 1 out of every 20 boys in the world have been sexually abused. So it's like a drastic amount of people like who actually went through this. Now, my experience per se was definitely tragic. Thinking back now, like me being 22, going on 23, it's like I still have thoughts in the back of my mind, and I remember, some of the things that may have happened. Like some of the memories are like washed away. Like I would never know if it happened unless I'll go to that person and ask them. But it's like, how could I remember something that never happened? You know what I'm saying? So like deeply inside, I feel like the things did happen, but it's kind of like a dream almost. It seemed like a dream, some of them. Like you don't know for sure because I was so young when it happened, So I want to start off by saying, who's ever going through this right now, the first thing I would say is to tell your parents, and if your parents don't listen, someone will. I'm sure everyone has someone who will listen. See, me, I kept quiet. I didn't tell my parents. I didn't say anything, At my age, I was so young. I honestly didn't know that it was incorrect. I didn't know that it was wrong, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, with a lot of younger children, the predator would pretty much bribe you with candy, bribe you with this, bribe you with that, keep everything jolly as if it's nothing wrong with what's happening. You get what I'm saying? And then as a kid, you just follow along because you don't really know, And it's always like a life check, when you grown and you think back like, that was not right. You know what I'm saying? It's like once you get to the age of understanding the right from wrong is when you learn that things were not right. And then even once you hit the ages of like 8, 9, you can kind of tell that things aren't right because you're sneaking and people sneaking around to do this, sneaking around to do that. You can kind of tell that it's not right, but still in your mind, you don't really know. See, because some children deal with this from birth. Some children deal with it from birth. Some children deal with it since they were 2, 3. So you just like, it just depends on the type of person you are. Now, me particularly, thank the Lord. I thank you so much for everything you've done for me, everything you've given me, the strength that I have as a human being. I can't say that I wasn't affected from it, but I can honestly say that I have a strong mind. I'm not the person who wants to crawl in the corner and cry, I'm not the person who can't be attracted to another male or another female because it happened, I'm not that person who acts out, randomly and crazily, because some people, it's really hard to deal with that. Like, they feel like their mother isn't there, their parents isn't there, especially if it's like their stepdad or their father doing this to them, their mom won't listen. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it takes a lot. Like, you're taking For those who out there, I know I'm going to have people watching this who probably did molest somebody, and I want to let you know, you need to stop doing that crap. Every time you do that to that young boy or that young girl, you take their soul away. You just don't understand how much it does to a human being emotionally, physically, spiritually. You have to stop. And if you have a problem, go talk to somebody about it. You know what I'm saying? Get a counselor. But you gotta stop. You gotta stop doing this to these children, to these, even some older women being raped. You gotta stop it. You know what I'm saying? This video is not made. I don't want you guys to think I want pity. I want people to feel sorry for me. I don't want that, you know? Because at the age of 22, I'm doing a lot in my life, you know? From me being molested as a kid growing up, I found myself turning to instruments. That's how I know how to play the piano. You know, I was dancing, doing cheer, playing sports. I tried to stay away from the house, you know. I tried to get out and do whatever it was that I could do to make sure I'm not in that environment, you know, because I know when I come home or when I go here, when I go there, these things are going to happen, you know. I was that child who just tried my best to just put my hands in everything. So now I'm 22. I feel like I'm 30, but it's like, you know, I do a lot, you know. I can sing, dance, act, you know, make music, produce beats, edit. I can do a lot of things, and I'm so thankful. I thank you, Lord, so much for counter reversing this activity that happened to me to be something positive. Honestly, guys, if that never happened to me, not justifying that it's right at all, because it's not right. If that never happened to me, I don't feel like I would be who I am now. I don't feel like I would have the smarts that I would now, the outlook on life that I have now. But once again, I'm just one of those people out of a million maybe who reacts this way, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty of girls who, like I said, cry every day, you know, go through emotional distress. They want to, you know, kill themselves. They want to commit suicide. You know, they feel like no one's there for them. They feel like no one can help them. And I'm here to let you know somebody can help you. But to start, you have to start with yourself. You got to want to help yourself. You can't go ball up and be in that corner, you know? You got to get up and get out here. Go talk to someone that can help you, pull you out of that situation, you know? If you're watching this right now and you're going through this, go tell your mom. Go tell your parents. Go tell someone who's able to help you. I'm sure you got an aunt, a sister. For God's sake, guys, if you have to message me, CHYNNASCHANNEL@gmail.com, and I'm willing to do whatever I can to help you emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. And you know, guys, first things first, you got to stay close to God. No matter what you go through in life, you got to stay close to God. So make sure you do that. Pray. You know, if something's bad happening, pray. If you feel like it's bad, something bad is going to happen, pray. If something's good happening, pray. You have to stay close to the Lord. The Lord is the person who's going to protect you through your situation. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is who's going to protect you through anything that you're going through. For the young men out there who's being molested, you know, it's such a hard thing to deal with, guys. I know. As a young lady, you know, being molested by a male, even some women are being molested by females. You know what I'm saying? I had a situation like that as well when I was growing up, you know, being mantled with by a female. You know, it made me confused in life. I didn't know what I wanted for real. I wasn't attracted to male or female, really, honestly. And I just, you know, I don't know what to say. Like, it kept me out of the realm of the party stage. It kept me out of the realm of wanting to go out all the time, wanting to be around people, you know. And it's like, man, it's just so many ways that it can affect you, you know. But like I said, this is not supposed to be a sorry speech. This is not supposed to make you feel sorry for me, because I'm doing great now, you know what I'm saying? This is nothing. I have 3 children right now. 2 of them from my womb. And it's like, love you. When you go through things like that, you don't really know how to love, you know. That's the problem I did catch with myself. I wound up not knowing how to express how I feel, you know, for somebody. And then know that I'll be quiet, which now I'm a person who's more outspoken. I speak and talk about everything. I always had a big mouth, you know. I always had a smart mouth. Now I speak out about things, but it's just like emotionally I couldn't show. I couldn't attach. I couldn't give that part of me, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been through that. And it's like you don't really know who to trust. Anyone could, you know, be suspect. Anyone. Like now, when it comes to my children, I don't let anyone watch my children, and they're boys. I don't like people watching my children because I know what I've been through. And I could just imagine if I had a daughter, like, she wouldn't go nowhere. It's like, I just literally told you, 1 out of every 5 young girls, 1 out of every 5 is been molested. And I just couldn't take my daughter being the 1 out of that 5. You get what I'm saying? I couldn't take my son being the 1 out of that 20. It's just not gonna happen. So I am very overprotective of my children. I can honestly say if that didn't happen to me, that my mind probably wouldn't think in that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much going on out here. Like, it's just so much going on out here in the world, and I just really don't want my children to be a part of that at all. Like, I don't want them to have to feel that. I don't want them to have to, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want none of that influencing my children's life and their decision of what they want to do with themselves. You know what I'm saying? But for all the girls out there, all the guys out there who want to commit suicide, you know what I'm saying? You feel like it's real hard for you to deal with. I want y'all to call that suicide line. Make sure you call it, okay? Don't forget it. Call it out. Make sure I have it listed down below, because if you feel that way, if it hurts you that bad, you know, if it's making you that uncomfortable with your life, you need help. And I'm willing to help you. You can contact me, like I said, CHYNNASCHANNEL@gmail.com. Let me know what's going on, y'all. I'll have that link down below too. But if you feel that way, something bad could really come out of that. And that shows that you don't understand the value of life right now. Like, I understand that you're going through something traumatic that's so bad, that's hard to deal with, but I also want you to understand that there are people here for you. It's not over for you. You're not by yourself. There's other people going through the same thing you're going through, and then there's other people who's going through worse than you. You get what I'm saying? I know we don't really like our lives that's dealt sometimes, but we have to deal with it. And I want you to get that strength to come back, to want to live, to want to be here, to want to see the brighter things, to see your future. You know, I want to uncloud your brain of all the negativity that's happened to you. I know it's dramatic. I know it emotionally hurts. It hurts you spiritually and all of that. But I want you to be able to talk to others, you know, who's been through what you've been through. For instance, like me. Talk to other people. You know, stick yourself around people who understand what you're going through, you know. Surround yourself by people with positive vibes, positive minds. Don't crawl into that corner where no one's going to be able to help you, because then you'll eat yourself alive, and we don't want you to do that. You'll take yourself out of here, and we don't want you to do that. So yeah, guys, I didn't go all into detail about what happened, but I do want you guys to know that I'm not perfect. Some people see this YouTube stuff and they see, you know, somebody being perfect, or they see that her life is nothing wrong with her, you know. She has everything she wants. She got YouTube, she got this, she got that. Y'all just don't know the half of it. So I guess this can be a / story time kind of thing. And excuse me, y'all, got the sniffles because I got a small cold. But this could be like a last story time. I didn't go in detail because if someone go into detail about things like that, like pure detail, it can bring back old feelings. It can bring back those emotions. It can bring back everything that you've been through as if you're reliving it again. And I don't want to go through that, you know. Even though I don't think personally that I would really be affected that badly, but I still don't want to dig that up out the grave. But I do want you guys to know what happened, and I do want to help those out there who may be going through this right now. You could be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe it happened in your past, maybe it's happening in the future, I don't know. But I want you guys to know you're not alone. Your girl Ching is here to help you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And as always, guys, I love you guys. If there are any story times that you guys would like to hear, if you guys have some situations that you're going through that you want me to, you know, probably try to give you advice about, you can send those to Chynna's channel. That's CHYNNASCHANNEL@gmail.com, and I'll address them, y'all. Address them if a lot of you guys want to know or want some advice, or if you guys got a situation you want me to acknowledge, just send it to my email, y'all, and I'll make sure I look through them. And, you know, I'll try to address as many as I can. If y'all want this to be a weekly thing, twice a week thing, make sure y'all comment that down below. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I hope I was able to help someone out there who may be going through a hard time. And, yeah, I'm going to leave this raw, uncut. I'm not editing nothing out. And for those who, you know, are going through the suicidal stage, I'm going to make sure I have that number down below for y'all to check out, that suicide number. And I want you to give them a call or email me if you're scared. We could do it together, you know, just let me know. And we will hop on it for you, because we want you to live life again. We want you to see the light. We want you to get out of that dark stage that you're going through, so the Lord can give you those blessings. And number one, you're blessed to still be here going through that. You know, the Lord give you life to be here right now. I should say a lot. Now you just got to grow the strength that you need to keep on pushing. That way you can build a family, build businesses just like me, you know, and live without even thinking about that anymore in your life. So yeah, as always, guys, I love you. It's your girl Ching, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye. Oh yeah, guys, I almost forgot. Duh. If you haven't already, make sure you go follow my family channel. It's called Ching and Ace Crew. I'm going to have the link to the family channel down below for you guys to check out as well. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe to that channel if you haven't already subscribed to this channel. And yeah, peace.